Game number 2, Nongshim versus D+. It's what we've all been waiting for as they take down the pizza ward and set themselves up in this brush. As KINGEN is just wanting to shoot SIWOO, and SIWOO just doesn't want to be shot, so he's going to walk away.
That was a weird little UI bug that we had there for a second. Not sure what that was. The early ward kills breaking everything or something.
Yeah, something like that. Sponge is going to be spotted walking into the enemy jungle here, so D+ with full information. But if this is going to be vertical jungling, I imagine that Nongshim going to be very happy about it because they do have the Pantheon.
Yes, and like, this is why you want to do this. Even if you're on Vision, it's going to be very powerful to start to be able to take these camps away, as we will see the cross here.
Oh my god, Diablo took so much damage. It's almost like his barrier hurt him instead of protecting him.
Yeah, that was kind of weird. Did not really work out the way he wanted, but with the heal in exchange later, he will be just fine. Smash just trying to bide his time here to level 2. The level 2 advantage to Diablo and Lehens for now. There's 2 minions going away. There it is.
We'll be able to pick that one up. D+ obviously just going to be able to hang out underneath their turret before their level 2 did come available. And with Sponge now in the area, let's see whether a dive is possible. I imagine it's not.
I don't think so. Not unless Smash and Career leave their turret.
Yeah, this Solution is doing some damage when he does manage to get a light slinger off.
Because they got the vision of the Pantheon vertical jungling, it's Lucid matching, by the way, in the enemy jungle right now. As Faker egging is maybe what Showmaker is looking for here.
Yeah.
Not actually fully committing to that. And now that Lucid's cross-mapped, like, King kind of forgot that this could be a thing. Oh, no.
Well, there's the knock-up. Lucid is not interested. He's got Gromp on the mind, so he's going to head over to that one.
I actually thought that was a really strong angle to just get a flash for free. I'm a little bit surprised he didn't.
I mean, it's Sion and Skarner. Maybe they just don't have the damage, is what they were thinking. In the early game, though, Sion does do a fair bit of work.
Yeah, I guess if KINGEN like flashes and they have to keep chasing him, it's a waste of his time in the jungle. Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
There's one particular part of the screen that we won't be putting our eyes into there at the bottom.
But I'm looking at the right, and Lehens was 2-1 on Nami, so there you go. We're not going to look at the thing with the 8 in the column.
See,
no.
You were the one who said, like, don't look at the thing, but now you just kind of understand what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
I didn't see it. I don't even know what the thing is because I didn't look at it.
Nope.
Nobody saw it. It's fine.
I don't even know what you're talking about. Well, how can you talk about a thing you haven't seen it?
No.
Showmaker, he has seen poison on the ground, and unfortunately it was under his feet, and so he is going to be dealing with that. Sponge looking to move in as well, as we see Smash and Career just dealing with this bottom lane. Lucid just having fun clearing camps.
KINGEN JaPaneseKoreanですか?
As soon as he can.
Yeah. Right now the game is quite quiet, right? We had jungle camps traded. Lucid gets a slight edge there.
Showmaker
not gonna lose this egg, I don't think.
Showmaker ミッド辛そう。やっぱ歌詞強えよな。
Does avoid that noxious blast, so that's handy. Lawnmower now moving towards the bottom lane.
DK 火力足りるか?
Do much else than grab his Krug camp and continue finding camps respawning.
Yeah, he's just farming up a storm, getting closer and closer to a gank opportunity potentially here on the bottom side. As he's gonna smite and walk over. Very fast clear of these Krugs.
Yeah, the Skarner is actually like, for a tank jungler, it really does get through camps quickly.
Especially Krugs is now, it's that angle I was talking about. Does have his charge available.
Yeah, picks up a rock. Let's see whether he can collect Diablo as Lehens actually just kind of flashes on the spot, but does avoid the Skarner. But now Nami without a flash, that is called
ルシアンがレーンで負けたり事故ったら終わりだね。火力がね。
At least Lehens was able to avoid getting pushed in there. They didn't get any value out of the gank. Some time was spent for Lucid, but it was a very
ベータ足の波はきついよな、このギャンク。
to come through. And for Sponge, he's just trying to catch up in terms of getting his level 6 online. His level 6 is going to be arguably a lot more valuable, depending on the situation, but the ability to join and turn what looks like a gank into a great counter gank very well.
Yo, Cassiopeia so strong.
Cassiopeia this time around. The observers are really showcasing that, hey, he had a rough one in game 1, but with a matchup he likes more, he is certainly pulling ahead.
Yeah, I would say that the Anivia counter pick is not really working out here for Showmaker so far. Obviously, you can kind of just eliminate waves as you do get your ultimate online, but for these first few levels, it is not feeling great. And Scout now has level 6, and so Showmaker is just going to have to go back home. Does do that now as Diablo has the heal from Lehens, but that is a lot of buttons now on cooldown, and DK used none of theirs.
Yeah, that was a very aggressive push forward there from Smash to avoid the bubble, which worked out very well for him. He has barrier advantage, and they're just going to have to back, as they eventually will. They decide not to stay, or to stay for this next wave. Jungle fight here. They're both so close to level 6.
Yeah, it's sort of a battle for who can have access to the scuttle, but that's on the top side, as Korea just fire kicks Sponge away.
But they're both fighting away from this bottom side where Diablo's back got stopped again. He really wants to get home as fast as possible and get some real combat items here.
Oh, good sidestep there from Showmaker. Even avoids the Noxious Blast as well. Scout
ミッドの差すごい
now
な
with an ultimate on cooldown, but does get this wave shoved in, so isn't too worried about it.
KINGEN is having a pretty good laning phase here as a wave advantage over his opposition here in Shu.
Yep.
Had to ult back to the lane. So he's generating the lead that Jace is supposed to do in the early parts of this matchup before it gets a little bit tougher or junglers start to show up. So that's good. Like, Nongshim are gaming.
Yeah.
They're actually gaming.
It's fine.
I think like the tone of our cast might is like we're like, oh, is something bad gonna happen? No, it's a 20 CS lead for Scout, and it's a very fresh page. Like I said, we're ready for game 2, ready for a clean slate.
Yeah,
we got it,
and it's so far still clean. Like in fact, nothing has happened. No objectives have been taken. It is just clearing camps,
Scout
taking out waves.
30 CS advantage potentially actually incoming as he just continues
this is
to
kind of ridiculous.
Bop Showmaker.
All right, not a whole lot of fun is being had by the
Skarner.
Okay, let's see whether Lucid can find an angle towards the snake. No petrifying gaze to worry about at the moment. As he is driving in, great wall.
カシオペアのウルト
And Lucid does have level 6, but decides not to press the impale.
パンテのウルトを使わせた
there from Sponge. And Showmaker now with the Glacial Storm is able to keep this minion wave at bay. So a lot of stuff being thrown onto the ground. Kind of looks like Vampire Survivors with a bunch of these buttons.
Yeah, Scout didn't have his ultimate there, so I don't think there was really any way for that counter gank to be successful, but at least was able to dissuade them further.
All right, Smash able to get out of the way of that bubble as Diablo is just down.
Wow.
The culling in celebration as Lehens still
Lucian Mirio. Lumirio.
Is even able to get a flash out of Sponge, who gets out of there over that wall, and Lucid dealing with this dragon. Now KINGEN looking for the
しかもドラゴンもリーシ
But Shiu is just going to wait until KINGEN bops
ノンシンがドラゴン触ってたのにボトムの 2v2 でドラゴンも取られた
Don't think there's any way to push that further. He's just going to go home and try to hold on to that tempo advantage.
ディアブルの連の強さはやっぱケリンだったか
Master Curse again as he just sidesteps the
ナミのバブル投げるだけ無駄だよな投げちゃいけないよね
And he's calling out he has no flash, he has no flash. And he doesn't from the earlier play, and so he dies. Got him. But the thing about pushing in as Corky Nami there is you're level 6, Smash level 6, but one of these level 6s is different than the others. You know, like the culling actually does a lot of damage at level 6 for Diablo's little
ルシアンにキル終わり パンテもウルトがね
So no tidal wave.
It's just, it wasn't the timing. I think they were really hoping his bubble was going to land, but Smash dodges again. And Lehens is about to have his flash up, but didn't have it there.
Well, Serpent's Fang first here for KINGEN. That's a crazy maneuver.
Yeah, it's kind of strange.
Yeah.
A lot of shields, I guess.
Seen a lot of Ghostblade, a lot of Black Cleaver, but oftentimes it's a third item.
That's gold efficiency.
Yeah, definitely wanting to get rid of the Scion Shield.
アニビアが刺さる構成ではあるあえて射程が短いみんな
Lucid, he's got his protoplasm belt and is just very happy to wander around and not take damage.
I do want to just remind you and everybody that it's technically a harness.
Oh, right, sorry. It's the protoplasm harness.
Yeah, it's technically a harness, which...
And a harness and a belt. A harness is just like more than a belt, isn't it? It's like got a belt involved.
I think it's a stronger suspension system.
All right, well...
あーカシオペアのウルト速え
Lucid doesn't even need to press his ult.
あまりにも速い
back to potato territory.
Are you looking forward to game number 3, Wolf?
I was looking forward to game 3 in a very imaginary world where I believed that we were heading to one, but I don't know, things were looking good. And the second I said, like, hey, Nongshim gaming, the gaming ceased. Like, it was like just not even 2 minutes after that, the gaming just completely ceased. And now it's just only D+ is gaming. Like, the Scout had a 30 CS advantage, and then Showmaker is now just 10 CS behind his 350 gold lead. Got ganked, got killed. There's no response from Sponge. Sponge is getting some of these grubs.
Yeah, he does. I don't think he's going to be able to get this last one, although never mind. Diablo is now in a little bit of trouble, though. Does avoid something.
Oh my god.
I guess, but not really.
Diablo!
He avoided the piercing light, is what I meant. And then, unfortunately, just did not have any help.
He had Flash, he had Valkyrie.
And Barrier. You may as well press Barrier.
Yeah, he decided not to press those. Almost like he's protesting.
Well, he needed to be pro-pressing.
ケイリンの横にいた時はな、ディアブルがキャリーしてたんだけど。レヘンズじゃ連戦できねえ。
Nah, sometimes I like to rest my fingers.
I mean, you've been gaming for quite a few years. I imagine you've pressed some buttons in your time.
I have. You know, I in fact did today. As much as I'm allowed to, as a father of a
I know that feeling.
11-month-old.
But I like to think that I'm also a pro-presser, but not Diablo, not in that moment. Wasn't able to get the barrier down. And Scout is now, like, this matchup is just completely flipped on its head.
Yeah, it's depressing.
Well, at least it's not a perfect game because they took 3 grubs, right?
Yeah.
That's all right. Bubble going to connect. No, it's not. Onto Lucid. And he does get blast coned away, but then decides just to
使うな、でもワンコあるから硬いよ。全然。ルシアンが来ないから、DK は下がればボトムのタープレートで有利。取れたのはスカーナのフラッシュのみ。全然美味しくね。なんならコーキーが戻ってルシアンが動ける。
And then he just gets hit by
absolutely
everything. Now Smash looking to get involved as he flashes off to Sponge. Sponge thinking he's safe, pretending to be a wolf. But Smash knows that he's just a sponge.
Yeah, as a fellow wolf, you weren't fooling anybody.
One of a couple here in LoL Esports.
Okay, well, it's Lehenz's 10th anniversary of his debut. And he is not bubbling. He did not have a great Bard game. You know, he misses this bubble, but then on the second time of asking, which we'll see in just a moment here, tidal wave goes through, but Lucid's like, you know what? I'm ready to go back. I'm ready to turn this around. As they eventually do that after they are cowards and run away and use the wall and all that. And then Lucid's like, and then Lehen's...
Oh, this little skirt of the bubble.
Look, we've seen him drive Herald. And playing Skarner is basically the same thing.
And he's a young man, you know. I imagine he may not even have his license yet, but he's looking like he... could certainly get it, as now Scout's dead again. Stun not going to land. And so never mind, a total lie.
He probably feels dead inside right now, but on the rooftop.
Oh no! You didn't need to save it, Wolf.
Oh,
like I was fine. I was definitely wrong, and we could just celebrate the fact that he's still alive.
Now I'm just as bad as production putting up the graph.
Oh no! We're gonna have another graphic.
KINGENがキャリーできる相手にサソリとアニビアとサイオンがいて JS でキャリーいけんのか。
The thing which is 557 gold the advantage over Scion in the early game. With Serpent's Fang, but that's good. That's not a negative.
It's true.
As let's see if Diablo dies here.
Well, tidal wave is just going to be avoided, and a whole bunch of buttons are just thrown away.
No.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Lahen's taking a lot of damage from the culling. Diablo soaks the rest of it. I don't know whether he really wanted to, as the bubble is going to connect, but there's control vision in this brush, so no one's really hitting too much. And Korea throwing fire kicks around. Can he throw a kick around? I guess he can.
Yeah, I think he do throw kicks.
Yeah. Korea was definitely throwing a kick in that moment, as now they're looking for this turret, and that will take a lot of damage there as the crystalline overgrowth does go down.
タワー壊れたらワンチャン死ぬ。
As they do avoid that last boulder. And another fire kick comes on through, another boulder comes down, and Diablo is just getting poked out by a Skarner Melio. The wall not quite able to interrupt the back there, so Scout is
JS が唯一勝ってる。
turret going over to D+ here, as KINGEN's not going to be able to get this one.
No, definitely not. That mini wave just kind of explodes. And that is going to be that first turret that you were talking about. 3.6k is big at sub 16 minutes in this game.
It's very reminiscent of what we saw in the previous game in terms of the gold. This time it's not Showmaker with a 2,000 gold lead, it's Smash, who has it with 4 kills and the turret under his belt.
Oh god,
not
look at those 2 items.
Yeah, he's flickering.
He's got a turret under his harness, is that what you're saying?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, good.
And it's not proto.
Plasmic?
Yeah, no
a protoplasmic turret hunt?
No, it's just made out of like rocks.
Face check.
Yeah, Lahen's is just going to get pulled away and
Ah.
thrown around. What is he supposed to do? He does land a bubble. That is going to help out.
フラッシュ切って死ぬ。
And the Drake will be secured by Nongshim. That's going to deny the perfect game no matter what.
ドラゴンを取ったノンシン。
As we do get a Chemtech Soul, and I don't blame Orcs for, you know, not paying attention.
No, it's fine. It's totally okay. All right. Well, Lahen's is telling everyone like, look, I have tenure. Yeah, I spent my 10 years, and it's not a great day, but you guys will still celebrate me because I am a legend. And he is also a Lahend.
He is a Lahend, indeed. All right. Yeah, I don't think she is that scared. But KINGEN is going to teleport in, and the train is going to have to get this turret one more time. KINGEN comes on over. Sponge is going to turn up to make sure that they can get a kill in this game. As Korea almost dies to Shelly, as she is still angry. They do manage to lock down the Rift Herald. Lucid gets the eye, and then is stunned. Diablo is now going to come on over and help them take this kill, and that's very nicely done. As Showmaker lurking once again, as Diablo has to stand in the Glacial Storm for a little while, and that is a couple of kills. Over to Nongshim, keeping things interesting.
Yeah. All right. Sitting out that gold lead a little bit.
Yeah.
Holding on to that gold lead for KINGEN. Actually didn't end up getting involved in that at all, but
I'm a bit confused, Wolf, because I was pretty sure that... Okay, Showmaker is going to be turned into an egg, and then the egg is going to be dropped from a high place. And he is going to go down. KINGEN locks up that one. And that is 3 kills now for Nongshim. And they grab the turret. The gold lead has more than halved.
Yeah, so in this play here, Shio is very deep. He is very far forward. He is eating turret shots. He sees the KINGEN on the left side. He said, I'm going the other way. Smash, please help me out. You're super far ahead, right? But then the Pantheon shows up. And he's actually trying to charge a Q here so they could get more, and it does not work out. Career incredibly low. They get the Herald, but then fast forward, Skarner is left alone as Career just needed to bail out there. Smash tries. He really, really does, but not able to do anything. And then Showmaker jump scares himself.
Yeah, that was a lot of vision already just set up by Nongshim, and they utilize it very, very nicely.
That's a big shutdown.
Yeah.
So KINGEN's lead has increased.
It has.
And the gold lead here is kind of halved for D+ after that one.
And Diablo does make it to his 2-item spike. It doesn't feel quite as good when you're 2,000 gold.
ルシアンは4キル握ってて、アニベも言うて3キル。入れたいところにキル入ってるのは DK か。厳しいね、ノンシン。
You know, Showmaker's no longer ahead, really. The problem is there's still a 2,000 gold advantage for Lucian, and Smash is really good at Lucian.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, there are definitely some pitfalls to get through.
But, like, the game feels like it's at a state now where if Nongshim just win even one single team fight, which doesn't seem impossible, they're back in the game.
Yeah.
So, I'm hoping maybe we still get that game 3, you know, maybe.
Well, right now they're fighting over a Brambleback that is going to be taken here by Sponge, but it's an Impale. Sponge does avoid the CC, though. Good bubble onto the Skarner, but the Mega Cone is going to get everyone to safety.
TP as well.
Yeah, Showmaker is going to throw the stun in, does lock down Scout as he arrives, and Shiu is now just alone in this bottom lane.
Okay, Scout wants to try to make some of this. He is a level up right now.
Yeah, Showmaker does get poisoned over the wall.
There's a lot of D+ members coming to try to catch Scout here, though. I think Scout may have taken one step too far across the line.
お、どうせ死ぬなら持ってく。持っていけない。足りるのか？足りない。ロアで回復した。
His rod is completed, but it's the the same.
Yeah, same passive.
And so gets his heals, gets his life back. Was very close to death. Scout realized they were collapsing on him.
この時間帯サイオン最強だからな。
So,
でもコーキーなら確定ダメージがある。
Diablo and actually making it look kind of playable.
But they're losing this bottom turret.
Yeah, and now Diablo is going to be hit by a train.
Q 外れた。
By a Q though, as he flashes out of the way. That is an impale onto Lahens, who is in the glacial storm, and Showmaker grabs his 4th of the game.
And they're getting the whole turret with Smash pushing this inner in the top.
レヘンズも今日終わってんな。
Yeah.
So yeah, Jace got an outer. Smash
ジャグは毎回終わってる
gets
し。
the kill onto the Nami. Again.
Well, what if KINGEN also gets an inner?
That would be fun, but he won't. But that would be an even trade.
Yeah.
Instead, it's
He gets
about
some
50%
plates.
less. Yeah, no, it's something. Scout realizes, okay, they're TPing on me. They flashes on
これ殺せないんだね。かわいそう
he's
に。
dead, so he's at least trying to take this Anivia with him. But Showmaker flashes away, gets the campfire.
Yeah, flashing
up
here in Korea was a very smart idea.
Gets the shield, and then even with the burn damage, he's just able to spam abilities to get the health back. Diablo here just avoids getting hit by this. Well, shield misses it, frankly, but
Oh, bit of a drive-by there.
盗んだ。
And he's able to take this Chemtech Dragon. That is a nice.
けどショーメーカーが捕まる。
Back again. And Lucid just standing in the back of this pit. Does have to flash as Shiu is going to show up. Smash is still there. He's able to do a lot of damage, but he's kind of the only damage dealer left on D+. And I think they're going to need to get out of here. As Nongshim do have a lot of power, everyone trying to get out of the way of this Pantheon as Lucid.
無敵からのジェイス。ジェイスが引っ張られる。
And now KINGEN just gets impaled. Lucid now trying to drive away from this one. If he throws another rock at the Jace, he could have possibly gotten the kill. But now Lucid not quite out of the woods just yet. As Scout comes on over, he's poison bubbled and destroyed.
Wow. Oh.
Almost got the campfire in time, but it is not quite enough.
would have been 2 crazy saves back-to-back for career with the campfire, but this time not successful.
Smash has Infinity Edge now.
Yeah,
though.
he does have Infinity Edge.
Maybe he is enough as far as carry.
So Lucid just comes in here and steals this. This is a bit of an early smite from Sponge. Just barely, I think it was 67 there. And then Showmaker is kind of caught at the front of this, so they end up giving that kill over. Then Smash is like, I'm huge, I'm ahead. Let's try to force this fight here. And they will eventually wear through Sponge's health bar, but she was left on his lonesome, has to flash out. It's a very awkward fight here, as D+ wanted more than just a steal, but they commit so heavily. Then they're like, wait, Sponge is half health though, so we can actually burst him down. They're successful. And then the Impale is used. KINGEN also not having fun. I want to watch this whole thing. Okay, so
Yeah.
Lucid.
And then Lucid just goes for a dance, gets bubbled and poisoned and murdered.
And then almost saved, but not.
No. So nicely done. Lahens is able to lock down that kill. And he's got his Imperial Mandate as well as his Helia. He's feeling pretty good on the Nami for now. And I think we're now approaching the conversation about lack of damage for D+.
Yeah.
Because they are not that far ahead anymore. As I say that, I mean...
Oh my. ルシアンのウルト一つで
Pretty ahead.
人が死ぬ。
Particular player does have 3.5 items. 6 and 0.
3,400 gold in the lead.
Yeah, you know, I'll push back a little bit about
Okay,
the
yeah. You know what? Understandable.
but only in like these short
相手2人は削ったがバロンはまだ行かない。
Longer Scout
あ
gets his rock
遅いねバロン
very
は。
soon here. You have to imagine he'll be actually ahead of Showmaker in experience. Then, you know, and it just happened, by the way. And then maybe, and there's a world, he's going to take a while to kill Shiu, but he's going to start working on it.
Yeah.
無限に毒が当たる。一回毒を切らないと。おっとサイオンこれやばいぞ。ウルトを使わないと。カシオが羽靴いけるから無限に Q で追いかけられるな。
So that's a win because they got Shiu's ultimate out. He still has teleport so he can join a fight, but
ルシアンさえ殺せばあるんだけどね。
And I think again all it takes is one fight, one error from D+. It's Chemtech Soul, so the dragon lead they have feels very.
けどキャッチが弱いからルシアン狙えないな。
They have an Ocean and Chemtech Soul in there too. I'm sure the Milio likes the healing and the shielding. So with a second one and then the Soul, it would feel really good, especially for the Skarner and Scion frontline.
Yeah, the Scion is going to feel fantastic with the Chemtech Soul if they are able to get there.
If Nongshim get there with this Cassiopeia, it's pretty crazy for them as well. But I think more than the Dragons, we need to see if Nongshim can just stabilize here and win a team fight, or just otherwise avoid them and get to a later state in this game where a third item comes through for Cassiopeia, a third item comes through for Diablo, then they're gaming again. You know, I said they were gaming earlier, that stopped for a little bit, but we're kind of back towards picking up the controller.
You can have an intermission in your gaming. That's absolutely fine. Showmaker puts down the Storm, is just looking to clear out waves. Hasn't quite built item number 3 just yet. It is on the way, as is Scout. As there's a nice knock up from Shiu. Let's see whether he can find an angle.
Scout's like, we just played this game. Are you sure?
Well, I mean, Shiu he's just trying to feel something, I think.
They also don't know where Lucid is, so they have to be very careful. Scout does, as you can see here. He's like, yeah, I don't want to continue to hit that sound because it'll take 5 years, and I'm playing against a Skarner who can rotate quickly.
Yep, Glacial Storm now fully leveled up here for Showmaker, though, level 16 on the Anivia. Feels very good about that. But this game has certainly hit a bit of a standstill, and I think that does benefit Nongshim.
Yes, absolutely. I agree with you, and that's also going to benefit.
ルシアンマイブリンク咎められるか。誰も咎められない。
With a shock blast is able to at least offer a bit of damage back with the Emilio. Smash looks like he just does not care at all.
アニビアアニビアアニビアあうわーミリオが助けたと思ったら死ぬ。アニビア楽しそう。
Just moved the needle 1,000 gold in their direction, and they're looking for an inner turret as well.
I just don't think there's any play you can make here without Lehens now. Showmaker's just going to start soloing this dragon as we'll see the rotation over. Oh, it's so unfortunate there for Nongshim, but I mean,
ポークなんだよね。
ま
あ序盤負けたポーク構成何もできないんだよね。
Just immobile. They had the follow-up damage there. Showmaker burning through him with death fire.
ルシアンだけ育たなければいいんだけど、ルシアンがバカ育っちゃった。
And now he's got Rocket Belt. He's Rocket Belt Anivia. Dash forward to get the sick wall.
Oh yeah. And Nongshim are gonna go for the Desperation Baron. Or maybe
it's kind of
the Genius Baron, as they do see
せめてバロン、カシオピアでバロン。サイオン、うわー取りはしたけど逃げれるか。サイオン、スカーナー、サイオン。なんなら全員死んだ。
It's a double for Showmaker, and they may have just traded Baron for the base.
Hoya
going golf clapping, yeah, the big golf clap there. Very nicely done, boys.
終わるか。
That's just it. That's just the game, just like that, isn't it? 25 seconds on Corky.
終わらないか、終わるか、どうなんだ。グラブはない、バロンもない。
I just can't get the Hoya golf clap out of my head. It was just so beautifully timed.
I can hear it so well.
全然終わる。
Oh man, all right.
これでホームガードが消える。おっと。
But Sponge has a flash. He's just gonna flash. Looking to press some buttons here as the Nexus is exposed. And D plus Kia will get their revenge.
レンズさん、離席ですか。ナミ離席。
As they move to road to MSI.
Very dominant win here for the side of D plus Kia. And unfortunately for Lehens on his 10-year debut anniversary as well as Nongshim Red Force here in their final time.
Nongshim 終わりや。
They just got completely outclassed.
Haru said, this is what happens.
まあスカートのインタビュー見てももう内部崩壊してるの間違いないし。終わりです。
As Shiu had a pretty good time on the Scion, but I think it might be another Smash POM angle.
Well, okay, so here's the question. Is it Showmaker who did 45,000 damage in game 1 after 5 mid-bans, and then had a pretty good Anivia game, or is it Pentakill?
ノンシンの内部ドキュメンタリー見てえよな。
Am I a boom boom damage guy if I'm like Smash deserves this?
I don't think so. I think he played really well on the Jhin. I think he had a great time. Like getting a penta on Jhin is really hard. Not in that game necessarily, if you guys are watching, you know, but I voted for Showmaker. I'll just put it out there. I was not a... Am I a boom boom guy? Because, I mean, Showmaker did the boom boom.
He did do a lot of boom boom, but I do think that he fully controlled game number 1.
And the game
was
2...
focused in the bans. I think game number 1 was definitely
MVP 誰かな。
impressive.
まあさすがに正面か。
I mean, if Smash didn't pop off in game 2, we'd be going to game 3 right now.
Yeah, I think there... the Anivia was not as impactful as the Lucian, obviously in game 2 by any means, but still did a lot.
いやでもペーズもよかった。ペーズじゃねえや。スマッシュもよかったな。ペンタ取ったし。
If you were a crazy hipster, go for like a career vote.
Oh, I kind of like that.
Lucid, maybe there's an angle there as well. Had a pretty good series.
I'm trying to think because we've got Orcs and Yankos on the desk right now.
They could split Lucid.
And like Orcs is he's a support voter. Yankos is a jungle voter, and I think you can justify both the support and jungle votes right now.
What if they just meet in the middle and go mid?
Maybe that's what they decided to do, and then all three of you have some synergy. As we're gonna have a look at this one again, and Shiu is like, I'm gonna go this way. He's like, oh, hang on a second, I'm gonna go the other way. And then he realizes he's actually gonna go to the death chamber as KINGEN blocks him off.
It wasn't a perfect series for D+ by any means, but I think they just had fun with it, honestly. They played through the solution. The Skarner pick that we see from Lucid every now and then ended up playing out pretty well. Not in this exact moment. Love this play from Scout.
スマッシュかショーメーカーかどっちだろう。ペンタ取ったしスマッシュか。でも1試合目ビクターなんだよな。2試合目はルシアンか。
Oh god, this is it's not what you want.
No, just hide it. It's his tenure. It's his tenure.
And like, is it though? Because like, I'm pretty sure he debuted in the LCK on Griffin, and that was like 2019, right? But I imagine it's the debut. Oh, he was on.
He played for Spenu, yeah.
Ah, never mind. So I tell a lie. That was Spenu times were a bit before my time. And then he did hang out on Griffin after that. So really cool stuff. So there we go. Anyway,
despite the controversies across esports, Spenu was quite prolific right before your time and then disappeared.
Oh yeah. I heard it was an absolute sonic boom.
どっちかな。
Smash 33.4k, massive damage on the Lucian.
We had the same disparity basically in mid in game 1, and in game 2 we have it here in the 80 carry position. A Scout actually did a lot of damage this game.
He did,
but not as impactful damage.
今日 TFM2 やりますか。TFM2。昨日気づいたら朝7時までやってて眠い。でもやるか。スマー。まあ LCK の春これで終わりで1位が HLE T1 ジェンジ KT DK ブロー